Today, these two teams, George Washington A from Charleston, West Virginia, and George Washington B from Charleston, West Virginia, compete on today's HiQ, presented by King's Daughters Medical Center. From the studios of Cool Hits 105.7, in conjunction with MyTown TV, here's the host of HiQ, Ernie Anderson.
Thank you, MJ McKay. And welcome to this game with, we're doing double elimination, and as it turns out, the way things worked out, the A team is playing the B team in this round of play. For warm-up round, we'll start with visual questions. We'll start with you, Reese, and A team. This artist was living in an asylum in France, being treated for mental illness. When he was inspired by the view from the window of his room, name either the artist or the abstract painting.
Vincent van Gogh.
That's it. And for kicks and giggles, do you know the work?
Starry Night.
Starry Night, that's right. All right. Visual now for you, B team. This was inspired by an actual experience that the artist had while taking a sunset stroll in Oslo when a dramatic red hue overwhelmed his senses. Name either the artist or the style with this androgynous figure.
Munch.
Yes, Edvard Munch, and of course it's Art Nouveau for the style. All right, I have a Jules Verne question for you now. In which novel does an expedition to a volcano lead three men on an unexpected subterranean adventure?
Indiana Jones.
No?
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
That's right. And you pick up 10 on that. Now, here's your question on Jules Verne. Phileas Fogg attempts to win in a bet in a seemingly impossible time in which novel?
Around the World in 80 Days.
That is correct. All right, have another question now for your dining and dancing entertainment, and we'll stay with you, A-Team. British history. In 1940, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill urged his countrymen to conduct themselves in a manner that would prompt future generations to say what 5 words? Any guess?
I'm proud to be British.
No? Sam?
Stay calm and carry on.
No? I'll do my best accent for Winston Churchill. This was their finest hour.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right, your British history question now, B-Team. In 1917, during World War I, King George V ordered the British royal family to do away with German titles and surnames. The family took what name?
Pass.
You know?
Yeah, Windsor.
It was Windsor. They were all knotted up, you see. A Windsor. Yeah. I know. These are all coming out on cassette at the end of the tournament. All right, we'll stay with you, B-Team. Consisting of 3 or more hemispherical cups mounted on a vertical shaft, what device measures wind speed?
Barometer.
No? 18?
Anemometer.
Anemometer is right. Now I have your weather question. Which clouds are composed almost exclusively from ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere and usually indicate a change in the weather between 12 and 36 hours later?
Cirrus.
Cirrus is right. And that will end our first round. We'll be back to talk to our team captains when HiQ returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
more days, call for a refreshing stop at Clark's Pub and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Who are we reading about this week, Ernie?
Oh, it's game show host Dennis James, who was labeled as the first game show host ever on the Dumont Network back in 1948. That's when there were very few sets in the world. So Dennis James, one of the great, hosted a nighttime version of The Price is Right in his day, and just a great guy. And my dear friend Adam Neediff wrote this book, as he did with Bill Cullen and Gene Rayburn and Alan Ludden. This is yet another in his series, available at bearmanormedia.com, where you can check out something the kids are all crazy about. It's Amazon? I haven't heard of it. I know. All right, before we do the bonus round, let me come back and talk to you young people who have come this way from Television City in Hollywood to play our game. And Sam, with all that great hair, I never know, I didn't pay attention. You know, I used to have hair like that in the 70s, and you see what's happened. So enjoy it while you have it. Tell me about George Washington and save something for them.
Well, George Washington is in Charleston, West Virginia.
You know, that's the capital city of West Virginia.
It is. Ballpark around 1,100 students. And our coach over there is Mr. Koski.
All right, we'll save the principal for you. All right, welcome back, by the way, and welcome back to you wacky kids. Love the hat. Love all the, what are the pins on your hat?
I just collect them when I travel.
Oh, I see. Most valuable one, perhaps?
Well, that's hard to say. They're probably just all worth
I
$3 or
love New
$4
York.
bucks.
You know, I'm from New York originally, so that would be my favorite that I could see right off. All right, what do you want to say about George Washington?
Well,
Give your principal a shout out.
all he left out was our principal's Jim Crawford. Really new, but he's doing a great job.
Excited to be back?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I guess. All right, we're going to go to the bonus round. And B team, we're going to start with you with your 15-point clue. What name is shared by these clues? First for 15. A fixed income instrument that represents a loan made by an investor to a borrower.
10.
1962 saw the first movie with this character's surname based on a 1958 novel of the same name, where the character is sent to Jamaica to investigate the disappearance of a fellow British agent.
Bond.
Bond. James Bond. That's right. Nice job. All right, you pick up 10 on that, brings you to 20. Now your bonus, it's pine trees. Fill in the blank. For 5 points, there are about 115 species of pine trees worldwide. Name them all. No. Pines are coniferous, meaning they produce blank and stay blank in color all year. So 2 different words, fill in those blanks. Pines are coniferous, meaning they produce blank and stay blank in color all year.
Pine cones and green.
That's right. Yeah, I think you're overthinking it. That's right. All right, now for 10. Lodgepole pines are so named because Native Americans used the poles to hold up their...
Like their teepees, their
Yeah,
like
that's
houses.
that's all I'm looking for, teepees. And for 15, approximately 90% of this U.S. state is covered with trees, the eastern white pine being one of the most prevalent species. Early settlers used the tall pines in shipbuilding. Nicknamed the Pine Tree State is what state? Home to author Stephen King.
Maine.
Maine is right. Brings you to 50, 60 for the A team, and we'll get to another bonus round here in a moment. And speaking of the A team, I have a 15-point clue for you, Reese and Company. This Old Testament biblical man's name means made of the man of the javelin and death of sword.
Let's see the 10.
According to the book of Genesis, he was the son of Enoch, the father of Lamech, and grandfather of Noah, and died 1 week before the great flood.
Methuselah.
Methuselah is right. 10 more for you, and a chance on chicken and eggs. Had that for breakfast this morning, huh? For 5 points. It's believed, pardon me, that the first chickens came to North America with whom on his second voyage here in 1493?
Columbus.
Columbus is right. A hen lays about 300 eggs a year. Good news for KFC, which is headquartered in Kentucky's second largest city, known as Thoroughbred City and the horse capital of the world. Name it.
Lexington.
Lexington is right. And whip up egg whites and sugar, and you'll create what favorite pie topping?
Meringue.
Meringue. All right, nice job there. We'll have an audio bonus here in a moment, but first I have this for the B team, 15-point clue. This color has roots in Christianity and represents the modesty of the Virgin Mary. It represents spiritual wisdom, faithfulness, and humility seen in religious works of art.
10.
It's the color of light at the short wavelength of the visible spectrum.
White.
No? 10 if you know.
Violet.
It is violet. Now we'll go to an audio bonus for you. I have this for 5 points. Born in 1983 to a sawmill worker and an elementary school teacher, she would become salutatorian of her Oklahoma high school and magna cum laude from Oklahoma's Northeast State University with a degree in mass communications. She was the 2005 winner of American Idol. Listen and name her.
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood is right for 5. Now for 10, at 85, he became the oldest living artist to reach #1 on Billboard's album chart. Listen and name him.
Fly me to the moon and let me
Frank
play
Sinatra.
Not Sinatra. Do you know? BT, Sam.
Let me see what spring is like
Answer?
on Jupiter.
That's the great Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
All right. Finally giving up performing at age 95. God bless him. All right. I have a 15-point clue for you, A-Team. I am home to more military installations than any other state, with a total of 32.
Let's see the 10.
I am home to teams from the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, MLS, and MLR, which is rugby. Would you like the 5?
5, please.
My first governor was Peter Burnett in 1949. I had 2 movie star governors. What state?
Hawaii.
No. BT?
California.
California. Arnold and Ronald Reagan, both movie stars in their day. So you pick up that 5, bringing you to 55. Now a Cars bonus for you, not the rock group. I'll give you a clue and a car make. You name the model. For instance, if I said a male who accompanies a female to the prom in a Ford would be her, your answer would be Escort. Got it? Let's try. For 5 points, a chemical element, atomic number 27, whose symbol on a discontinued Chevy would be CO.
Cobalt.
Cobalt is right. A Nissan pickup truck driven by a member of a race of powerful deities on the largest moon of Saturn.
Ultima?
Say again?
Ultima?
No? Reese?
Titan.
Titan is right, so you picked that one up.
Titan did not sound right.
All right, I have another bonus in a moment on people with food names, cleverly enough. However, we must get past this 15-pointer, and we're back to the B team. This Broadway musical about an international game debuted in 1988, closed in 1989, but has been revived several times throughout the world. Would you like the 10-point clue?
10.
The 1985 number 3 hit by England's Murray Head, One Night in Bangkok, written by the 2 male members of ABBA. Looking for the Broadway musical.
The 5.
All right. Anti-Sicilian is an opening variation in the game which has Danish, Scotch, Hallows, and elephant gambits.
Chess.
Chess is right for 5. All right, people with food names. 5-pointer. Played Ren McCormack in the 1984 smash hit movie Footloose.
Bacon.
Bacon. Kevin Bacon is right. Nice. For 10, 66th Secretary of State under George W. Bush and the first African-American female to head that post.
Bacon.
No?
Condoleezza Rice.
Rice is right. How about that? All right. So you pick up another 10. 135 for the A team, 70 for the B team. A good game as we continue with the A team. 15-point clue. A brand of luxury autos were manufactured and marketed by GM's Cadillac division from 1927 to 1940. Want to try for the 10-pointer?
Sure.
It was named after the man who is credited as the first European to traverse the Ohio River. Five-pointer?
I hate myself for this, but yes.
All right. Name the 17th century French explorer and fur trader in North America. He explored the Great Lakes region of the U.S. and Canada, the Mississippi River, and the Gulf of Mexico.
De Soto.
No. 5 points if you know. Any guess?
No.
All right, time. René Robert Cavalier Sur de La Salle. La Salle. An old Cadillac luxury car back in the 20s.
I guess I didn't have a guess.
All right, so nobody gets that, and we'll move on to the B team for a 15-point clue. On this politician's inaugural journey to Washington as president-elect, he stopped in Philadelphia at the site where the Declaration of Independence had been signed. One of the most famous statements in the speech was, "I have never had a feeling politically that did not spring from the sentiments embodied in the Declaration of Independence."
10.
His carefully crafted Cooper Union Address speech examined the views of the 39 signers of the Constitution. He noted that at least 21 of them, a majority, believed Congress should control slavery in the territories rather than allow it to expand. Thus, the Republican stance of the time was not revolutionary, but similar to the Founding Fathers and should not alarm Southerners, for radicals had threatened to secede if a Republican was elected president.
5.
His last public address, April 11, 1865, prompted his eventual assassination.
Lincoln.
Lincoln is right for 5. All right, our final bonus will be animal tendencies. The clues should lead you to an answer that will contain an animal name. Here's your 5-pointer. A political candidate who is seen as having little chance of winning. The rock groups Crazy Town and Nickelback have CDs with this title. It's also Switchfoot's first single from their Vice Versus CD.
Underdog.
No?
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse is right. Underdog, not a bad guess. All right, and that will end our bonus round, 140 to 75, with the A team in the lead. Our 60-second round categories are coming up. They are same vowel, Bran, Dr. Seuss books, and religious terms. When we return to High Q.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Stultz Pharmacy now has a new location in South Shore. Stultz Pharmacy is now located at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore and will retain the name you've known and loved for years, McDonald Pharmacy, offering the same great service you'll find in the Greenup and Wheelersburg locations, including free delivery service and drive-through service. And you can also get vaccinations and allergy shots at all 3 locations. Now you can get great prescription service and more at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Wheelersburg, and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive in South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Credit unions are small and can't compete with us big banks. Who are you calling?
I'm just trying to get through your bank's automated system to talk to a real person.
Well, 2 can play at this game. Oh, I think I have the wrong number.
At Members Choice, we are small enough that a real person will answer your call.
Well, we are a very large and very busy organization.
But large enough that you will be able to access your money through our technology and our global network of ATMs.
All right, good game ensuing here as we head toward the 62nd round. We have the A team from George Washington at 140, 75 for George Washington's B team. And they mulled over which category they would like to pick during the break. And B team, what is it for you?
Same vowel.
Same vowel. Okay. We will start the clock. Here we go. All your answers will have the same repeated vowel. Only U.S. state with 2 words to fit the category. It's in the East.
Skip.
Andean beast, a South American camelid.
Skip.
Israel's Ehud, or the United States' Obama.
Skip.
All right. Cold War follower, a relaxation of tension between the Soviet Union and the U.S.
Skip.
Capellini, ziti, tortellini, lasagna, ravioli, spaghetti.
Pasta.
Vocally twangy.
Skip.
Formally opened August 15th, 1914. All right, so you picked up one of those. Brings you to 85. All right, Reese and team, all your answers have the same repeated vowel. Only U.S. state with 2 words to fit the category. It's in the East.
New Hampshire.
New Jersey. All E's, you see. Andean beast, or South American camelid.
Alpaca.
Or llama. Either of those would be good. Israel's Ehud, or the United States' Obama.
Is it Premier?
Barack. All A's in that, you see. Cold War follower, a relaxation of tension between the Soviet Union and the U.S.
Détente.
Détente is right. And vocally twangy.
What do you think?
Answer?
We got nothing.
Nasal. Formally opened August 15th, 1914 is all I got to.
Panama Canal.
That's right. It joined the Atlantic Pacific Ocean, so you picked that one up. You picked up 3 on that, bringing you to 170. Which of the categories left for you do you want?
We'll take Dr. Seuss books.
All right. We will start the clock, fill in the blank, and to think that I saw it on blank blank.
Mulberry Street.
The 500 hats of blank.
Bartholomew Cubbins.
Hop on.
Hop on Pop.
Yeah. I can lick 30 blank today.
Lollipops.
No. I can read with my eyes.
Closed.
No. If I ran the
Zoo.
yes. One fish, two fish, blank, 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 blank.
Red fish, blue fish.
There's a wocket, blank, blank,
In my
blank.
pocket.
Thidwick, the big-hearted,
Moose.
and Gertrude is the last one. Gertrude.
Mouse.
No. Always good to guess. 4. You got 7. Brings you to 240. All right, B team, you get a chance on any of the ones they missed or passed on. They are Dr. Seuss books. Fill in the blank. I can lick 30 blank today. Answer?
No.
Tigers. I can read with my eyes
Open.
shut.
Oh.
And Gertrude
Bird.
McFuzz. All right, between you did all right on the Dr. Seuss books, and that ends our 60-second round category. Back with Stump the Experts when High Q returns.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Hot summer days call for a refreshing stop at Clark's Pub and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And welcome back to High Q, where we've done 3 rounds, the Stump the Experts round coming up, and based on that Dr. Seuss category, the A team from George Washington padded their lead a bit, 240 to 85 at the moment. But I have 20-point questions coming to the end of the game, and we'll start with the A team. It's awards. Meryl Streep has received 21 Oscar nominations and has won 3: 1980, 1983, 2012. Her first in 1980 was for a 1979 film, a major critical and commercial success, grossing over $173 million on an $8 million budget, becoming the highest grossing film of 1979 in the U.S. and Canada. And Kendall tells the story of a couple's divorce, its impact on their young son, and the subsequent evolution of their relationship and views on parenting. She won Best Supporting Actress, while Dustin Hoffman won for Best Actor. Name that movie.
The Rain Man.
No. BT, pick up 20 points if you know that movie. Answer, it's Kramer versus Kramer. All right, awards for you. Let's talk about Meryl Streep again. Meryl Streep's 2021 Oscar was for a 2011 British biographical drama film based on the life and career of Margaret Thatcher, a British politician who was the first woman and longest serving Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of the 20th century. Name that movie.
Thatcher.
No?
The Iron Lady.
The Iron Lady. So the A-team stole the Iron Lady from you, so let's move on to your question on business. Name the U.S.'s central bank founded by Congress in 1913, now chaired by Jerome Powell.
Bank of America?
No. Reese?
Federal Reserve.
That's it. The Federal Reserve is right. Now, your question on business. Which commission is run by the federal government since 1933, intended to protect investors and maintain the credibility of financial markets left reeling by the crash of 1929? It is most commonly expressed as a three-letter acronym. Reese?
No answer.
All right. Sam?
Can you repeat the question?
Which commission is run by the federal government since 1933, intended to protect investors and maintain the credibility of financial markets left reeling by the crash of 1929? It is most commonly expressed as a three-letter acronym.
IRS?
No, it's SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. All right, so we'll move on to a landmarks question. Back to the A-team now. Palace and fortress built in Granada, Spain by the Moors between 1248 and 1354. Reese?
Casa Familia.
No. Sam? Guess?
No.
It's Alhambra. Landmarks for you. Washington, D.C. Memorial by George Siegel, which features in part 5 men in a Depression-era bread line and a man sitting in a chair listening to the radio.
Pass.
All right, Reese?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial.
That's it, the FDR Memorial. All right, I have an art question. We'll come back to you now, GW. Art of the 1900s, composed of distorted or unrecognizable forms of persons, places, or things, with artists Vasily Kandinsky and Piet Mondrian, are well-known examples.
Absurdist?
Say again?
Absurdist?
No. Reese?
Cubist.
It's abstract. All right, but art question to you now. 20th century literary and artistic movement that stresses the significance of the unconscious and juxtaposes seemingly unrelated objects started by French poet André Breton. Answer?
Surreal.
That's it. That's what we're looking for. All right, now a music term question for you now, Reese. Italian word for increasing in volume.
Crescendo.
Uh-huh. Music term for you now, Sam and team. Italian word for an eminent teacher or conductor of music.
Maestro?
Maestro is right. So you get up over 100 with that. 105 to 340 for the A-team, and that is the end of the game. We'll make sure that score is correct and be back with more High Q to wrap up the show when we return.
We take pride in our schools. And at King's Daughters, we take pride in being part of the team. With student-athlete care from the sidelines to our comprehensive orthopedics program. With walk-in hours in Ashland and Portsmouth that make seeing a provider easier than ever. Our team is delivering faster diagnosis and treatment, getting our student-athletes back in the game and back to what they do best. Orthopedics at King's Daughters.
Stultz Pharmacy now has a new location in South Shore. Stultz Pharmacy is now located at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore and will retain the name you've known and loved for years, McDonald Pharmacy, offering the same great service you'll find in the Greenup and Wheelersburg locations, including free delivery service and drive-through service. And you can also get vaccinations and allergy shots at all 3 locations. Now you can get great prescription service and more at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, Wheelersburg, and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive in South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
credit unions are small and can't compete with us big banks. Who are you calling?
I'm just trying to get through your bank's automated system to talk to a real person.
Well, two can play at this game. Oh, I think I have the wrong number.
At Members Choice, we are small enough that a real person will answer your call.
Well, we are a very large and very busy organization.
But large enough that you will be able to access your money through our technology and our global network of ATMs.
And welcome back. The final score for the A team of George Washington, 340-105 for the B team. Thank you, folks, and we'll see you again. And Reese, we have something for your hat.
Oh, really?
We have a Cool Hits little thing, and MyTown TV is doing our video.
Thank you.
So there you go. That'll, if you've got place on that thing, you do.
No, but I can find
And those
space.
will be your prized possessions. All right, so that will end our show. We'll see you next time on High Q.